Yeah.
Antonio, we've got a big problem.
Okay.
You are very good friends. Huh? You know we're a very good friend.
And police say friends means the mafia.
We'll not be able to buy property and do things with him the way we did before.
You're fucked.
Yes.
Talking about our best friend, yeah?
Yes, that's our best friend. Yes.
The one who needs to give us the money.
Yes, the one who needs to give us the money, yes.
Do you talk about the...
Yes, I don't know her fucking... Do I have to spell it out for you? I'm talking about our best friend, yes.
Spotlight understands that police believe their best friend is the senior mafia man, Antonio Cupari.
But we need to talk tomorrow, because some other things I need to sit down very calmly. So we need to decide everything what we're doing here. We need to be very, very calm and very measured. Do you hear me? Okay.
Fitzsimmons denies in the strongest terms that he was ever a part of a mafia scheme. But the wiretaps reveal a dramatic escalation in tension between his firm and the partners he was doing business with in Calabria.
We've come into this business very, very young, and these people have been negotiating these things for years, do you understand me?
The surveillance of Harry Fitzsimmons and Antonio Cupari was part of an operation hailed as one of the most significant against the mafia here in years. Local journalist Giuseppe Baldassaro says the 'ndrangheta had been cut out after taking a risk on home soil.
Differenza fondamentale perché per la prima volta questo tipo di operazioni di investimento per il riciclaggio del denaro sporco l''ndrangheta l'ha sempre fatto e l'ha sempre fatto sfruttando anche canali internazionali, anche perché là ci sono delle leggi che hanno le maglie un po' più larghe e loro riescono a nascondersi meglio rispetto all'operazione. Per la prima volta la fanno sul loro territorio rischiando molto e tant'è vero che sono stati beccati subito.
Fitzsimmons was harder to get. Here he is arriving back into Italy in August. An Interpol red alert had picked him up in East Africa. It had been 5 years since the Italian authorities first began monitoring the man they say went into business with the mob.
Abbiamo chiesto chi era sto Fitzsimmons. Seguendolo ci ha portato fino a Belfast.
There they discovered his IRA past. Spotlight can reveal that in 2011 the first formal request was made to authorities here in Northern Ireland and Great Britain for information on Harry Fitzsimmons. Italian police say it prompted a lukewarm response until authorities here learned of the suspect involved.
Ma non appena abbiamo sentito, intercettato Fitzsimmons, immediatamente l'atteggiamento, il comportamento della polizia e della magistratura è cambiato totalmente. Cioè sono stati subito disponibili, sono stati completamente, anzi ci spingevano loro a fare indagini o risposte a qualsiasi cosa.
Italian police say that authorities in Northern Ireland told them that Fitzsimmons was previously considered a money launderer for the IRA.
Uscito dal carcere, secondo l'impostazione, gli atti che ci hanno mandato gli inglesi, uscito dal carcere lui ha incominciato a investire soldi e secondo l'impostazione inglese lui è un riciclatore, un investitore di soldi dell'ira.
Harry Fitzsimmons says that he never laundered money for the IRA and he has never laundered money for any organisation.
Può darsi che ha ragione Fitzsimmons, noi siamo convinti del contrario.
It seems that Harry Fitzsimmons' past had caught up with him. Harry Fitzsimmons says it is against his beliefs to be involved in money laundering or any other organised crime. But Spotlight understands that Harry Fitzsimmons was considered by senior security personnel to be a leading member of the Provisional IRA's finance department from the early 1980s and was under surveillance for being involved at all levels of money laundering. Spotlight spoke to a former special branch officer who had been detailed to follow Fitzsimmons in the early 1980s.
He was the first target that I ever had who was purely on finance, and that's why I have such a distinct memory of him. We were put onto him pretty much on a full-time basis. He was only meeting top people. He wasn't meeting gunmen and bombers and so on. He was meeting the top echelons of the provisional IRA. It was the first time that I ever worked against a target of that sort of quality, if you like, or that seniority in the provisional movement.
Harry Fitzsimmons was also known to Garda authorities in the Republic. Spotlight understands that the Criminal Assets Bureau in the late 90s assisted in an investigation into bank accounts linked to Harry Fitzsimmons. They, like the PSNI, are assisting Italian police with their inquiries. The PSNI would not confirm what information they provided to the Italian authorities, but they did say that Harry Fitzsimmons was on the radar of the RUC for what they describe as a fairly substantial amount of time at various points from the 1970s into the 90s. Sources say Harry Fitzsimmons was a top IRA man and a prominent West Belfast Republican. But when asked to comment, Sinn Féin would only say that he has no connection with the party. John Horan is a financial crime investigator who was involved in a number of PSNI investigations into paramilitary financing. He says protecting the finance operation was paramount for the IRA.
The IRA, from its conception, it has laundered money. They have significant control on their finances, and if you breach the organisation, or you come across the organisation, or you do something against the organisation, they kill you.
Harry Fitzsimmons declined to be interviewed for this programme. But there was another person we wanted to speak to. Harry's former Italian business partner. Antonio Velardo was last seen in April when detained briefly in Belize with $20,000 undeclared US dollars in cash on board a yacht. Today he is understood to be a fugitive, but Spotlight tracked him down and he agreed to speak via a Skype video call. Why do you think the Italian authorities want to speak to you and to your business partner Harry Fitzsimmons about money laundering?
You see, they don't want to speak to us. They want to just put us in jail, and they want to journalists, to lawyers, to everybody. I don't have nothing to hide, you know.
Velardo says the money trail is totally transparent. It all came from genuine investors.
Judici was a self-financed project, and that can be proven by our bank accounts. And the fact that I really hate, they know that. They really know that.
Velardo even maintains that Italian police made the allegations of IRA money laundering just for the publicity.
Velardo scrive: è scandaloso come il procuratore Gratteri abbia usato la persona di Harry Fitzsimmons solo per privilegiare lo scoop giornalistico, pur non avendo nessun presupposto o nessun indizio che dimostrasse che i soldi di Harry siano dell'IRA. Come gli può rispondere?
Ma io non parlo mai a tu per tu con le persone, specie se sono indagate e devono rispondere in giudizio. La cosa che le posso dire è che ad oggi l'indagine è stata fatta da 50 finanzieri, l'indagine non è del dottore Gratteri.
But with many millions paid out by investors, questions remain on where the money ultimately went. Where's the money now, Antonio?
You see, listen, the money, you can see our bank accounts, okay? We didn't make such a huge profit like it looks like. All our profit was, you know, the company paid dividends, it's an Irish company. Our Irish company paid dividends to the shareholder.
But the only shareholders were Velardo and Fitzsimmons, according to company documents. You paid yourselves there was a €4 million dividend.
Yeah, probably it was, yes.
In fact, we can reveal that €6.5 million in total was tracked by Italian police to their company in Cyprus. Police have also tracked funds to a Swiss bank account and say that in the 2010 tax period, VFI had an unreported income of €11.1 million. Now, over a dozen companies that police say are part of the Fitzsimmons network have been seized. Police allege many are just a smokescreen. Indeed, when Spotlight contacted the Mauritius-based listed director of VFI Europe, he told us he knew nothing about that company. From his prison in Rome, Harry Fitzsimmons is understood to be keeping his silence.
Questo non lo so, sicuramente ad oggi non ha spiegato a nessuno da dove li ha presi i soldi. Per noi, siccome sono soldi che sono arrivati all''ndrangheta, per noi in Italia, per il sistema giudiziario italiano, è reato. E quindi sta a lui pensare e spiegare se ha vinto la schedina o li ha vinti ai cavalli.
The European Union Police Force, Europol, normally will not comment on an ongoing investigation, but told Spotlight it was aware that individuals linked to the IRA have engaged with the 'ndrangheta to invest conspicuous amounts of assets in real estate in Calabria. Harry Fitzsimmons intends to contest the charges through the Italian courts, but says he still has not been interviewed by a prosecutor or been fully presented with the case against him. He expects to go on trial in the coming year. It could be a long process.
The average length of a criminal case in Italy is 4 years and 9 months. And often defendants in complicated cases can end up in this strange legal half-life until eventually the system reaches a definitive verdict of guilty or not guilty.
The full picture of what really happened in Italy remains a mystery. Roisin and other Jewel of the Sea buyers have received limited insurance compensation, but will continue to pay for homes that never were for years to come.
What would you say to Harry Fitzsimmons if you had the opportunity to meet with him?
Well, I would just want to ask him, where is my money? You know, what did you do with my money? And can I have it back?
Local suspects in this major anti-mafia money laundering investigation are due to face a hearing later this month. Tonight, Harry Fitzsimmons remains in 23-hour lockdown following an apparent threat from some within the prison. He told the programme that he has been denied physical contact with his family and struggled to obtain appropriate medical care while his mental and physical health continue to deteriorate. He is determined to contest the allegations in full and regain his freedom.